can start dealing with that from then. And I think we'll have peace on this. And from henceforth, any acts that is conducted is acts of criminality.
Waiting for army to come and fight for you, you will just die, Sarah. And if you are waiting for the president to give order so that they will come and fight for you, you people will just die, Sarah. You will even leave your villages.
The Fulani man doesn't see the need for you to stop him from grazing his cows
on your farmland.
Leave farmland in the middle of town.
It's not only people. So we are not happy.
Bringing this issue of insecurity to order. Otherwise, you and I is not safe. No matter how Nigerians respect us, we are moving to a level that Nigerians will fight us the way they.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. How many of you have watched this particular video? This video have been circulating, I think, for almost a week now during the Benue Yawata village invasion. People are still asking, who are these people? Because it seems to be more confusing. Are they local vigilante? Are they Fulani herdsmen? Are they Boko Haram? Who are they that is being conjoined with Nigeria Armed Forces? Some people are saying these are the Fulani herdsmen using Nigeria Armed Forces van. This particular video drew my attention to talk more about the insecurity in Nigeria while we are trying to wrap up the buying of people in Benue State. Now, have you guys also watched that particular video of Nigerian military? What he said in this particular video, saying or pointing fingers towards some officials that they are not doing the rightful thing they hope to be doing in order to eradicate all these people that are buying people in Nigeria. I want you guys to watch it. We'll be right back.
Hello, the people of Benue State. I said let me clear a little air concerning the death row that happened in Benue State. How the Fulani herdsmen invade Yeloa community and made away with it without any one of them being arrested. I am an ex-personnel. I have been to Yeloa. I know how the structure is in Yeloa. I've been there to 2022. See, let me tell you, the youth of Benue State, if you are waiting for federal government, if you are waiting for the security of this country to come and fight for you, you can never get it. That is the same thing that is happening in Plateau State. That is the same thing that is happening in Nasarawa State. Nasarawa State is very rare. It's not that serious like Benue State. If you are waiting for army to come and fight for you, you will just die, Sarah. And if you are waiting for the president to give order so that they will come and fight for you, you people will just die, Sarah. You will even leave your villages. Already, you people already leave the villages already, because when I worked in Benue State 2022, I have advanced in so many villages. Over 34 villages, I made an advance. That's 2022. Nobody lives in that villages. Everywhere, graveyard. Over 34 villages. Churches. We see churches, we enter church, we see cow shit. And we see Fulani property, how they invade the church. They turn their church to where they are keeping their cow during rainy season. We saw schools. We saw hospitals. We saw hospitals, medical accessory. We saw them. Over 34 villages in Benue State, I worked that day. Nobody there for that village. Now only Fulani come invade everywhere. Burial ground everywhere. Grave everywhere. Over 34 villages. I can't count. Now Fulani invade them. Now, Yeloa now. It don't happen to them again. 200 so gone overnight. Let me tell you, the Fulani when they see for inside that area for Benue State, they are responsible for the death of those people. Then they said not being then they go do the fight. Those people when they come raid, when they come kill people, bomb people, so no be the Fulani herdsmen when they see
Now, you have watched the video. Have you guys noticed that in Nigeria, there is still open grazing? And this open grazing have condemned a lot of things in Nigeria, have caused a lot of atrocity in Nigeria. But I want you guys to watch this particular video of Ali Baba, what he said in this particular video. We'll be right back.
The Fulani man doesn't see the need for you to stop him from grazing his cows
on your farmland.
Leave farmland in the middle of town. Because he feels anywhere is a go. You can't graze cows that don't have traffigators, don't have brakes, all this, and then you are just doing and with your stick and controlling them, and then they block a whole driveway or road, and people have to wait for the cows to leave the road.
What I don't understand is that this is not a new problem. There are already templates. I mean, where do people think the term cowboy came from? It was a problem that the West, America had this problem a long time ago, and they found a solution for it. So the template is already there. So why is it so difficult for us to find?
Because the kind of politicians that we have are the type that want to win elections. The few that want to make impactful change in society are either not given the time or chance.
Now, you will know that there are a lot of things that is going on within Nigerian political system, especially in Benue State, Borno, and other local villages, that these things have been happening consistently, but the Nigerian militaries or armed forces, the hands are tied. Budget upon budget are being signed to them, only for you to just wake up and say, the Fulani herdsmen invaded some villages, buy some military, and take over the military van to the forest. You might want to ask yourself, these people are in the forest. They can actually be a military drone who can flew around and sketch everything that's happening in the forest, but they will not do it. Because why, if they should do it and buy all this Fulani, what would they be using to collect budgets every year or every month? Now, this particular lady, Adahame, when she talks about the kind of people in Benue State, this happened before she even passed on. That is to tell you that this thing have been happening. She was even crying. This veteran only would. I want you guys to watch her video.
Today, cow better pass human being. Benue State, they are just killing people every day, and there is nothing anybody can do, nothing. The state is in a mess, rendering children homeless. This is too much now, come on. For some days I've been thinking and I've not, this is mad, this is crazy. Please, man, everybody should just, in Nigeria, everywhere in the world, just be praying for Benue State. Pray for Nigeria, pray for Benue. This is painful. I won't lie, the feeling is not nice. The feeling is not nice one bit. The feeling is not nice at all. We are very hospitable people, and this is what we get. Very accommodating state, this is what we get for thank you. This is not good though. Killing is not good. Stop the killing.
She made this video, I think 2 years or 3 years back before she passed on. Up to now, the incidents have been getting worse and worse. And according to the information that we are hearing, that this thing that just recently happened in Benue State, that even more lives have been lost that nobody heard about. If not that VDM make videos about it that everybody is not talking about. Now, Tinubu is doing campaign. Thank God that the good people of Nigeria are tearing down his posters. Yeah, you cannot be doing campaign. All you care is to win 2027 upcoming election 2 years ahead. I don't really know why he's trying to replace Kasi Shettima. He's using his wife as the vice now, allegedly, but we know this is not an alleged, that he wants to replace Kasi Shettima. I thought maybe they are two are in good position. Maybe he's trying to replace it with a Yoruba man in order to secure himself. Now, have you guys also watched this particular video?
Fulani people don't talk, say, look, they want you to, they won't carry this country, make it become their own. Make them come and say, they Fulani too. Now then get Nigeria. Fulani nationality movement. Now them attempted to assassinate me. They wanted to kill me. Now only God helped me that day. I tell you, these people say Nigeria, now the only country where belongs to them. They don't write them. I have documents to show this. I don't send them to president. I don't send them to police. I don't send them to DSS. These people say, look, nothing will stop them because they wanted this revolution in 1800 and they could not achieve it by Ottoman Danfodio. But now they must take over. That they have the money, they have the power, they have the weapons, and they have everything. So this time they must take over.
Now you have watched the video. I also want you guys to watch this particular video of Dele Farotimi on News Central. What he said, the details he gave in this particular video, you will be amazed. But I want you guys to watch it. We'll be right back.
When some people listen to you and they say that you're demarketing Nigeria.
Demarketing Nigeria. The West is not stupid. The world sees us. They know the emperor is naked. They see us. The world has become, in truth, a global village. The Natasha Akpoti thing was on Sky News a couple of days back. I've been on international websites and I've seen them discussing us. When the world look at us, they see us without the filters that we wear, the filters and blinkers of ethnicity, of religion, of partisanship. The world does not see that. They don't know the Igbo man from the Yoruba man. They can't tell the Fulani man from the Ijaw man. They just see a bunch of irresponsible people incapable of governing themselves or envisioning a future for themselves and their children. They just see a people who can't seem to get it together. We were, I don't know where we are today, but we were once upon a time the 6th largest producer of crude in the world. The only refinery we have in our country can't get crude from our country. He has to go and be buying crude. Even if you buy from Nigeria, he has to buy it in dollars and then sell in dollars so that a people who are already pauperized might be further pauperized. Is that a country? What kind of hope does that inspire? The world is looking at us. If we don't want to tell ourselves the truth, that's a different thing. We might elect to wear the blinkers that has prevented us from seeing. So is our problem that of morals or that of education? Our problem is not single dimensional. What we have is a complete systemic collapse. Our educational system is gone. Our electoral system unfit for purpose. Our judicial system not producing any equity or justice. Our police, they joke. A police is meant to be law enforcement, right? What laws do our police enforce when the law does not rule? So they are forced to enforce impunity. What laws are the judiciary interpreting when they must say what the organ in the executive wants? So they begin to speak from both sides of their mouth, and you cannot rely on judicial precedents. And when you even read some judgments, if you have any legal education whatsoever, you become almost sickened by the realization that judicial anarchy is upon us. Until suffering is democratized, a consensus cannot really be found for waging the necessary battle to end this state of anomy. Yesterday's beneficiaries, even those who brought Tinubu to power, those who refused to listen to reason, who endorsed it, who explained it, who are complicit in the erection of this system, they are going to become victims to this system. Yorubas will say to you, if suffering is not democratized, consensus to fight it will not be found. It is nice to hear the likes of El Rufai bleating like a victim these days. That is what his victims have been doing for years. If he was sat in the ministerial office, I will not be hearing him bleating. When power is only limited by a man's whims, the day will come when his whims will be directed against the enablers. And that is inevitable. The man who was busy helping for joining him to dance Bugaon after Chatham House, is the power not raining on his own head today? When they were enthroning him and they were being warned about the subversion of the constitution and the destruction of the democratic order, were they not applauding? Rules do not matter any longer. It is about the will of men. If the man sat at the top of the pyramid says that he desires a 3rd and 4th term, between Akpabio and his brother Awase, they will give it to him. Our constitution does not matter. Did you just say that if the president wants it? I am repeating myself without any fear of contradiction, that if Bola Ahmed Tinubu decides that he wants a 3rd term, pretty much like Uncle Shege, he will submit that bill and your House of Reps and Senate will pass that bill in record time. You are seeing the beginning of the Yademization of our presidency. You are saying the beginning of a full-blown dictatorship that is unrestrained by any law. That is the reality. The only thing that has happened is that it is crowing triumphantly in the marketplace, announcing that it is unrestrained by laws or by rules.
Now, people are asking, do you think that now human being and they rule this country? The Senate have cried and cried and cried. Nobody cares. I want you guys to watch this particular video of this senator.
Bringing this issue of insecurity to order. Otherwise, you and I is not safe. No matter how Nigerians respect us, we are moving to a level that Nigerians will fight us the way they fight criminals and the way they fight Boko Haram. Until the right thing is done by us here. Until we speak for the Nigerian people. Until we draw line. Until we tell government what we are supposed to tell government. And until government respond by action, not by media statement or press statement. Do not hope, Mr. Speaker, that any member of the National Assembly is safe to move. Not by bandit, not by Boko Haram, by the people that elected you and I. Time will come, if action is not taken, that Nigerians will take their destinies in their own hands. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to.
Now you go to the streets and ask, what do you think about this government? People are saying, we don't even think we are being ruled by Tinubu. Now Pharaoh and they rule Nigeria. I want you guys to watch the street interview.
Who is the president of Nigeria?
Now Pharaoh, they rule this country. Nigeria is under bondage like Egypt. Pharaoh is the real ruler.
You don't lie,
I bet they tell our president say we not get food. We don't let this. We get this kind of security. We get this kind of security. Now they come to raise those people who don't die. I'm telling they can't do. What you talk again? I say, but the man when they come, waiting they come to do. Now my question, man, no waiting they come to do. The purpose of coming.
What is it?
Those people who die now, those people go come up, then go rise again. But some people believe they have been they come. You can't solve the problem. The dead people now go come out alive. If you come now, those people not go wake up. See, myself, you see the making go back, we don't even need them. No, we don't need them. Now, what I want to know. I didn't go now, the problem will still rise again. Nobody gets up from a call for Benue.
He's coming, he's not
everywhere killing, everywhere killing. Not only TV people that they kill, then they kill both people, man. It's not only TV people. So we are not happy.
Now, according to the chief of defense staff, who said, oh, Tinubu showed concern. He showed that he cared for Nigeria. That is why he went to Benue. His presence meant a lot to Nigeria. Who cares? Person when they beg me come visit Nigeria. And when he came, even the eat jollof rice. Before then, I want you guys to watch what the chief of defense staff said. We'll be right back.
I think it's very important that we understand that the presence of Mr. President in Benue State has really gone to show the people that he's not far away from them. He feels what they're feeling and wants this to stop. With the members of the security forces all being there together, it shows that solidarity on the part of government together, including members of the legislative and all. So it shows that we need, whenever any part of this country is suffering or has an issue, that love, that care is what this has shown, that the president really cares and everybody wants this thing to end. And it is a morale booster to especially our own troops too, seeing that the president is there and still, because we lost two
yes,
personnel
indeed.
down. We lost a policeman.
Our sympathies go out
yes,
to you.
And so those are the issues we're seeing. And I think they really appreciate at least that the president was able to even take time to come around and see. And you know, the first place you went to was a hospital to see how those injured were and all the things he mentioned that the federal government was going to do to the states. And that's the importance, to show solidarity with the people. Because it was not announced, does not mean it's not taking place.
Have you arrested anybody there?
The police has arrested a number of people,
right.
And actions have been taken. Investigations ongoing with the DSS, the police. You know, it takes a lot. Because we are law-abiding individuals, so we have to be sure of what we're doing. And I think that's a critical aspect. But all the security forces are working together to ensure that this stops. You know, if you look at how did we get to where we are, over time, you know, issues have been on ground, small skirmishes have been going on because law and order is not there. Punishment has not been meted on individuals have committed. A criminal is a criminal. Everyone who commits a crime should be prosecuted. That has not been done. So that is the issue. And this thing has been
But why
the
do you
one
think
in
it's
Benue.
not being done?
Well, I think I really don't. Like I said, most of it is
you don't want to get into
political.
the politics.
I don't want to get into the politics.
Right, I can understand
yes,
that.
Yes.
But let me put it another way. Yeah. What is your sense of how best we should characterize what's going on in Benue State and the rest of that north central region? Are there still, I mean, should we still be calling them farmer-herder clashes, or should we now call it what it is, which is pure terrorism? Because the barbarity with which these crimes are carried out, the fury, I mean, it looks like something by Boko Haram or ISWAP.
So let me tell you, I think it's a lot. It's just a potpourri of all of them playing out together. And, you know, criminals have a tendency to want to work together. So you can't rule that out.
But if you don't call it terrorism, I don't mean to interrupt you, then you're not going to get the kind of resources you need to really tackle it. If you keep calling it farmer-herder clashes, it looks like it's kind of community skirmishes. When this appears to be a much bigger thing.
There's a lot. We have the herders in it, we have the kidnappers in it, we have the criminals in it, we have the terrorists, everybody is playing a part in it.
And you're mobilizing for all that.
All that together, because we have to deal with them all at the same time. And you know, the way it is that we have different challenges in different regions. And this is peculiar. Like I said, historically, it's gone back, way back. And it started in the past. If a cow enters a farm and damages a farm, the cow is arrested or caught, compensations are paid, or if they kill an animal suddenly, it's compensated. So over time, that stopped. What stopped it? That's the problem. So we started losing faith with those ones. Instead of these settlements, people started taking laws into their hands. If the cow gets into the farmer gets angry, deals with the cow. If he deals with the cow, the owner of the cow also gets angry and attacks the
So there is
farm.
revenge.
So there is revenge. So these are the issues on ground.
Right.
And so which means, from my own assessment, three things matter. The people in Benue State believe that there's land grabbing going on. They have that perception. And because over time this has happened. Now most of our troops, when we send them on patrol, some of the areas are empty. Nobody is there, but there is no foreigner there. But the idea is that if you go in there, you might be attacked. One thing. Secondly, the issue of the animals. The animals stray into farms. Now, because if you know Benue, it is lush and it's very attractive to animals. If an animal gets into a farm, there's always a problem. It creates problems. Now, if you arrest the animal or you kill the animal, it becomes another issue.
Right.
So if we stop the animals from moving, there won't be issue. If we stop killing the animals, there won't be issue. So for me, these two things are basic. The issue of land grabbing is political. The government, state government particularly, need to really step in to ensure that we address and bring all the parties together.
Right.
Sit down and agree on this. And from henceforth, any act that is conducted is acts of criminality. We can start dealing with that from then. And I think we'll have peace if we're able to do that.
Now, you have watched what he said. Do you know when Tinubu went to Benue State, he didn't just go there to talk and talk. He go there to feast. While there were posters in the streets, decorating the streets, declaring holiday for president to come to Benue, putting small pikin on the rain to be clapping and shouting, "Oh, Tinubu, we love you. Tinubu, oh yeah, Tinubu, oh la 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 la, Tinubu, okay, Tinubu, 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 oh le." After he gave this speech,
how come no arrest has been made? I expect there should be arrests of those criminals.
they were clapping. The next moment, they start dishing pounded yam, rice, bomo, chicken. President eats belly full, while people are mourning in the streets. People are weeping. Widows are crying. President don't give his own speech. They eat pounded yam. Couldn't even wait till he reach the hotel, go eat. Maybe we'll not see him. They nap pounded yam. They mow down.
A banquet that they see like this, where then they want chop for this funeral. The condolence visit where the president visit. Now these people call banquet. Oh God, something must be wrong. Hey, NJ, why? Which kind of leaders would I give us? For condolence, for people, more than 200 people where they buy, now they call banquet for hall. People they want, guys, they actually want chop. No wonder during the election when they talk, say a town hall different from Balablu. Now I understand. This is the town hall where they talk about. This is the town hall where they talk about. So people buy, Nigerians buy. These people still get the mind to jolly. Something we're supposed to throw the nation in mourning. As everybody supposed to mourn. You get country where you go be like this. Some places go lock. Make they understand what thing they go on first. But this one, they want to throw banquet first. Una throw big welcoming party. Say they come in, one politicize them. Thank God for this man, for this leader, for this king, for this thief king. We come out, talk as be. This is what we call speaking direct to the authority, speaking truth to power. And what would they call this one? Man, no look face. He talk as be. Say some people don't they politicize them. He tell them say no be farmers headers clash. There was nothing like clash. It's a constructive attack where they construct, where they come wipe out communities. Thank God for the man. You get people wasted day where they articulate, no waiting then they talk. Some people go come like this, begin the paint word, because the way where they thought they look them now, they are according to the man. Now why they never find solution? They call them farmers headers clash. It can't be like say two people they quarrel. Nobody they quarrel with anybody. These people are in their community. People are attacking them. They call them farmers headers clash. So it means say they come, then they'll come dialogue. Or you know they buy us again. Or you waiting what they do. No, the people did their farm when I come, scatter their farm, buy them. Thank God for that man. Why not they call banquet? Now this banquet now still don't understand. Una know they chop. Food no they where una from they come. So now food we wanna chop here, or water we wanna drink, or food drink we wanna drink here. Now it go be the main thing. We wanna don't chop for this life. Our politicians, our leaders just they fall our hand. Now they fall our hand though. This thing now what thing we supposed to do, then they tell us say no be like this, the thing they do. You know how many people wait by? The families where their family die like this, how you want me to feel? When I call banquet for their head. While I do.
Why I like to call Papa Deboye, in as much that me and my brother don't get a lot of basketball, stop calling him. He's a real man of God, he's a true man of God, he's a high-ranking man of God, he's the godfather of men of God. I'm not condemning him. I'm not saying he's not a good preacher. I'm only saying, why did he spend his own time to be condemning Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, even bought coffee and said, is God will back Goodluck Jonathan? And this is the coffee that they will put Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in.
I've come again this time around because it has become more and more clearer to us that the problems our nation is facing is more than political. That our problem will require quite a bit of spiritual solution. We as a country are blessed. We are blessed with people with great intelligence. We are blessed with all manners of resources, and yet we have so many problems. And it's not as if the people in authority are not trying their best. They're doing as much as humanly possible. And I will find that when you have problems that are beyond human's ability to solve, then you call on the Almighty. The reason we call him the Almighty is because he has the power to solve all problems. And so we have been going around in our own little way to support the efforts of all the various governments and parastatals to call on the Almighty to come to our aid. because we need help. We need help, and we need it urgently. Because as much as our rulers are doing their very best to help us solve our problems, the problems seem to have persisted. In some sense, in some areas, even the problems seem to be getting worse. But we trust the Almighty God. We trust in God that these problems will not last forever. Amen. We trust God that the problems will even be over sooner than later. Amen. That's why we have been going outside, holding crusades, and the crusades are just a means of gathering the people together to let them know, oh, tomorrow is going to be all right. If we can just be a little more patient with God, the God who is on his throne is going to solve our problems. We believe very firmly that the people need this kind of encouragement so that they don't, because when people lose hope, they do all kinds of strange things. Many of our youth, for example, are running out of the country, forgetting that those countries they are running away to, they also have their own problems. And then those who cannot run anywhere, we don't want a situation where people begin to think of taking their own lives. We've had quite a few examples of people driving in Lagos to the Long Bridge, Kata Bridge and so on, and jumping into the lagoon. Those of them that were rescued before they drowned, they said that they couldn't see a future. But we keep on assuring them God is on his throne. He's not going to forsake our nation. And so we've been to some states.
That protest they did caused what led to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan mother early death. She couldn't take it. But now, this man refused to condemn the buying of people or even the things that are happening under this president watch. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan just increased fuel from 44 naira to 120 naira. This man was in streets protesting. Bag of rice then was just 6,000 to 12,000. This man was on the street protesting. Bag of cement was just 1,005 to 1,008. This man was on the street protesting. Now his person came to power. Fuel from that price, boom! Look at where we get ourselves into. And this man have refused to condemn this government, even when this thing that is protested against have over, I can say times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 10. He refused to condemn it. And people are telling us not to talk because he's a true man of God. And we are not man of God. We are man of devil. Not be God create us. We are not sons of God. No, not be man of God. We are not sons of God. Anyway, I rest my case here. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts about this video? I love you guys. God love you more. If you love us, the only way you can show your love to us is to like this video, comment your thoughts about this video, share your thoughts. Let's rub minds together. What do you think about the insecurity? What do you think about the military? What do you think about your president at the Nyamata giving his speech? What do you think about everything that is happening in your country right now? What Dele Farotimi said? Let's dialogue in the comment section. I love you guys. God love you more. If you love us, the only way you can show your love to us, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out our official post. Until we meet again, stay tuned, Plan B TV. Oh yeah, peace out. I love you.
Thank you very much. I watch your comments and I know you can't be tired of staying in the bush and Oloyede and Yeah, Bashar. Thank all of you. But we need to keep our ears to the ground. Let's get those criminals. Let's get them out. So DGNIA and DGSSS, retool your information channels and let's have tangible intelligence that this will not occur again. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I believe one day we all Nigerians will say we will no longer accept the wrong thing. And the day we all collectively say we will no longer accept the wrong thing, we, the political class, will behave normally. People must reject us if we behave wrongly. Maybe one day we will have 2 big buildings in Abuja where we will have places where we put pictures of people, even if they are dead, and say these are the people who really messed up this country. So that their grandchildren will come and know that their grandfathers were part of the problems of the country.